In the 8th century, the Ganges Delta was an untamable, river-woven frontier, isolated from the established Vedic cultures of northern India. Without a central authority, the region fell into a state known as Matsya Nyaya, or the law of the fishes. Strong local chieftains relentlessly preyed upon the weak in a continuous cycle of territorial warfare. Exhausted by the violence, the warring regional leaders agreed to a political solution. They laid down their arms and held an election to choose a single supreme ruler named Gopala. As this historical text details, Gopala's election established the Pala Dynasty and brought immediate order to the warring Delta. By replacing warlord anarchy with a unified kingship, Bengal laid the political bedrock for a period of stability that would last nearly 400 years. Building on that internal stability, Gopala's successor, Dharmapala, marched his armies out of Bengal to conquer the wealthy central Indian city of Kannauj. With secure borders and expanding geopolitical influence, the Palas directed their state resources towards fostering a golden era of religious tolerance and heavily patronizing Buddhism. These are the ruins of Nalanda University. Under Pala patronage, this ancient institution was revitalized into a massive international center of learning, housing upwards of 10,000 students from across Asia. This surviving gray stone sculpture illustrates the highly sophisticated craftsmanship born from Pala Buddhist devotion. This environment also nurtured the inception of the earliest Proto-Bengali linguistic developments. The Palas built a thriving, educated society that embraced religious pluralism, providing Bengal with a distinct cultural identity recognized across the ancient world. However, maintaining a massive, wealthy empire drew the attention of aggressive neighbors. This illustrates the tripartite struggle. For a century, the Palas, Rashtrakutas, and Pratiharas fought a grinding war of attrition for dominance over Kannauj. Funneling troops and gold into this endless conflict drained the Pala treasury and diverted central leadership away from the governance of Bengal. By fixating their military might outward, the Pala emperors lost grip on their territories, leaving the throne exposed to ambitious regional commanders. In the late 11th century, a migrant warrior clan from Karnataka, known as the Senas, recognized this vulnerability, beginning to seize power from within. As noted in this historical passage, King Vijayasena launched a relentless military campaign to crush the remnants of the Pala Empire, conquering nearly the entirety of Bengal and assuming full imperial titles. The new rulers moved quickly to dismantle the inclusive Buddhist systems the Palas maintained for centuries. This document records that upon taking power, the Senas reinstated Brahmanic Hinduism as state religion. This shift from inclusive tolerance to strict orthodoxy upended the existing social order, replacing pluralistic traditions with a new, centralized religious mandate. This pyramid chart breaks down Kulanism, a new system of social hierarchy and caste segregation introduced by King Vijayasena to isolate the ruling elite from the general population. Under these strict caste laws, the remaining Buddhist populations and lower-class citizens, who had previously enjoyed upward mobility under Pala rule, found themselves systematically marginalized. The Senas successfully engineered a highly controlled orthodox society, but this rigid structure created deep internal fractures between the ruling class and the governed. By the year 1204, the aging Sena king, Lakshmanasena, resided in his western capital of Nadia. A Turkish general named Bakhtiar Khalji launched a daring surprise attack, moving so fast that he completely bypassed the main Sena armies stationed elsewhere. The historical record details a shocking military reality. The initial breaching force that took the capital consisted of just 18 horsemen. Caught completely off guard, King Lakshmanasena was forced to flee his palace during his lunch, marking the immediate end of the Sena reign. The Palas unified Bengal through election and education, while the Senas sought stability through social hierarchy. But when a force of just 18 riders reached the palace, the rigid social order offered no defense, ending 5 centuries of indigenous rule in an instant.